I think it's appropriate to show one final time while we're asking to find all 5 of those aggravating factors and sentence this man to death.
What a tough moment for everyone. That was the body cam footage from Sergeant Daniel Baker's body cam the day he was shot and killed by Stephen Wiggins. And you saw it from his perspective. You don't get to see Daniel Baker because he's wearing it. But at the end there, you were just seeing the sky. That's because he'd been shot. And he was down like this, and Wiggins followed him over there, came over and shot him again and again. The jury saw that during closing argument for the penalty phase, and then this happened.
Mr. Wiggins, if you will please stand. First, I'd like to announce that I do concur in both the verdict of first-degree murder and the sentence that has been rendered by the jury. And upon the verdict of the jury finding you, Stephen Joshua Wiggins, to be guilty of murder in the first degree as charged in the indictment, and upon further the verdict of the jury fixing the punishment as death, it is therefore ordered that you shall be put to death by lethal injection in the mode prescribed by law pursuant to the provisions of Tennessee Code Annotated 4023-114. You shall be transferred to the custody of the warden at the State Penitentiary in Nashville pending appellate review. This is the 12th day of August 2021. The defendant may be escorted from the courtroom.
Death penalty for Stephen Wiggins, and got your reaction. Was justice served? We begin with our 13th juror comment of the day, coming tonight from Sarah. Justice is the death penalty. Cruel, heinous, atrocious, complete disregard for human life. I don't care about his miserable childhood. Molly Palmer, was justice served here?
Well, I mean, I understand that viewer's perspective, but for me, for somebody who works with the affiliate in my state on the Innocence Project, we know that 156 people have been taken off of death row because they have been exonerated, and we know that the death penalty is given to innocent people. And so I don't look at it in the context of just this case, but the big picture. But that's just me. I do come from an ethos of forgiveness and mercy, personally.
Mary tonight, deserved, yes, though I never imagined a jury would give death penalty for just one murder. I argued with other people that no one gets a death row anymore for just one murder. What say you, Vinnie Politan? Will the judge overturn the jury and sentence him to life without parole instead? No, I say no. The judge just told us that he concurred. But Carmen Rowe, your thoughts, was justice served here?
You know, if you believe in the death penalty, no question. And this just wasn't one person. This was a person who gave their life for the people in their community every day while in service to them. But, you know, I think the wife of this slain officer said that justice would only be served if he got the death penalty. And so from her words, yes, justice was served today.
Nancy tonight, the jury absolutely got it right. What he did to that officer was terrible. Casey, and the death penalty for the worst of the worst, was justice served here?
Absolutely. The jury has spoken, and I agree. The death penalty in cases where innocence is at question, but it's clear that he had all guilt in this. Now the family has closure and time to heal. So justice has been served. Jack tonight, it's not a death sentence. He will go on living for years. Molly, what's the reality of folks sentenced to death?
That is the reality. In addition, I think to the death penalty being unequally applied in our system, It is also incredibly expensive, and you sit on death row for an incredibly long time. So I think there's a misconception that when you're given death, you are very quickly executed, and that's not the case. They are going to be in prison for a very, very long time, and his death sentence will be litigated with post-conviction proceedings for sure.
And Carolyn tonight, he deserves exactly what the jury decided, the death penalty. Carmen, let me ask you, if we're ever looking for an alternative to the death penalty, is there something that's in between the death penalty and life without parole for the worst of the worst?
I don't think so. I mean, I think what
Solitary
Kamali's
confinement.
Point,
Can you lock people up?
I don't think that's what a humane society would do. No. So I wouldn't sign off on that. I mean, that's horrible, I think. But I do think that it's important to know that there are people who sit on death row for a long time, and I think they should, because as Molly knows, and anybody who's ever met a death row exoneree, which I have, it's one of those things where you got to make sure you get it right. Now, if it's right and we execute people because we say in this society that that's acceptable, fine. But again, he's going to spend the next probably decade, 2 decades sitting on death row, and he may die before he's ever executed.
And that's why we have great criminal defense attorneys like all of you to keep the system honest and make sure that they appeal whatever issues are out there and the guilty get executed when the jury says so.